Whoa, the sweetest thing.
Oh, that's the song. Baby's got blue skies up ahead.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
We're on folding chairs, and I was really worried Peter Austin would just disappear onto the floor for a second there.
It's a bit, this is the most jank setup ever. It feels like we begin every episode now talking about how jank the setup is.
Super
I guess
jank.
check out Hat Films' Orc video to see how janky it is, if that's
Yeah,
out by now,
hopefully.
because they just came in with a camera while we were setting up.
Oh, we also tweeted a video of
yeah.
our microphones messing up, so there's a little
There's evidence everywhere.
little glimpse. It's the first time we've done it in our actual room, though. We usually go to a recording room and
Yeah,
set
it's
up in
nice
there.
actually. It feels more homely.
Homely.
Yeah,
well-
we've got our Hannah Montana poster on the wall.
Oh, I can't see any of it. All I can see is green screen and you guys.
We've got
Oh.
a stack of CEX over there.
Oh, God. A CEX
good.
stack of shame there.
Yeah.
My word.
Fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just great.
Just great.
Really good stuff. Great stuff. Really good stuff, guys.
Just the best
Some
stuff.
good stuff.
Really?
Yeah, should we start
Some
a podcast?
really good stuff.
Maybe.
In a minute.
Oh,
But it's just
Ben's
some-
got something to say.
It's just some really good
Stop it.
It's just some really good stuff, isn't it?
Just the best stuff.
great
Oh,
stuff.
What's hello?
What do you think,
the
Peter?
stuff is just so good.
I just wish I could remember the safe word. I don't like this anymore.
This is some great stuff, isn't it?
Great.
Oklahoma.
Some really good stuff.
Oklahoma.
Just
Some really
great.
lovely
I'm
stuff.
Lady Liberty.
so
Just some great stuff.
feeling
No.
great.
Really good stuff.
Potassium.
Just some great... Oh,
There we go.
Oh, thank
Oh.
God. Okay.
that was weird.
What was that?
What happened there?
I don't
Sorry?
know.
Very confused. Okay, well, let's start then. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 17 of Podiots. It's
Sorry.
the-
Do we do that? Do we all say the...
No, I just
No,
thought I'd
Michael
do it.
just jumped in.
Oh, okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 17 of
Podiots.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you were doing it.
Hello,
again to
everybody,
not
and
have
welcome
me.
to episode 17 of
Podiots.
Podiots. It's the official podcast of the Vidiots YouTube channel and Twitch broadcasting empire,
I
Still
thought you were just
no.
going to say, broadly speaking.
broadly speaking.
Broadly speaking, still no unofficial podcast out there.
No, someone did say they might do it, but it's a lot of effort. Like,
It
it's
is,
a lot.
Why
yeah.
would you do that?
Why would you?
We'll
Don't-
also sue
don't do
you.
it. We will. We'll sue the shit out
Yeah,
of you.
do it so we can get some money.
We'll
Yeah, that'd be
absolutely fuck you up. Thank you very much for joining us. It's a conversational podcast. It's a podcast where we take questions from you guys and also obey the rules and the laws of the three Ers, where everybody brings
A thing along to talk about.
I'm Ben.
I'm Peter.
I'm Michael.
Oh, you were so reluctant, both of you, I could tell. And I could hear the cogs turning in your head, and you still said your own names, which is great stuff.
I was just leaving a delay like Peter did, so I was just keeping it in rhythm.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
I'm Michael. There we go. That's how it went down.
exactly.
Fantastic. Well, I'm just trying to think if there's anything we really need to talk about to begin with. I don't believe that there is.
Oh.
I don't believe that there's too
how
much
weird.
we
Wow.
need to
No
discuss.
admin. Is it because you've done all the admin ever in the previous episode?
I think so. There's lots of things to plug at the end,
Yeah.
but for right now, I think we're good.
Oh, we can get straight to the
Wow.
juicy S-Club related conversations.
Yeah, that's what everybody craves, right?
Yeah, steps.
Who would like a question?
Me.
Oh, I would.
This one comes from Tom Carey at AFC17 Carey.
Oh,
Have any of you or come close to being arrested? I think from context we can sort of understand what he's trying to say.
Have any of you all come close?
There's actually, it actually says, have any of you or came close
Right.
to being arrested?
Being arrested.
Anybody been arrested?
Michael, have you trespassed doing filming?
I've trespassed, yeah, many times, but that's not really a real crime, is it?
Well, no.
It's-
No, it's a fun crime.
I think they have to
Yeah.
ask you to leave. Like, they can't call the police if they've not already, like, gone and spoken to you and asked you to leave. Well, they can call the police if
Unless
they want, but
I'm
the police
committing
won't
other
do anything.
crimes.
Yeah.
Once I went to like an abandoned area back home to I was testing out a new camera and I took along some bottles of spray paint. I was doing some stuff on the walls.
Naughty.
Then these kids came over and I just handed them a can of spray paint. I was
Oh,
like,
wow, you bought them off.
I was like,
It's even worse.
I didn't buy them off. I just thought it'd be fun to give the kids some spray paint. Because if that was me,
When you say kids,
yeah. Well,
I thought you were saying that you were quite young at the time.
Oh, no,
and
I-
they were sort of a similar age.
No,
These
I-
were children,
yeah, these were like 12-year-olds.
Oh, okay,
and I was
cool.
18 or something.
and then they just started huffing it, and then you got them addicted to
Yeah, it was great. And now they come to me all the
to
time.
paint fumes.
Yeah, it's like a gateway. He gives a free sample, and then when they're addicted to their spray paint,
they all
spray
come to
cane.
him for their spray
I'm
canes.
quite upset. I've never been close to being arrested. Really, I've like. No,
We're good boys, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
We're
it's-
pretty good boys. You've done some unruly things on nights out, though, from what I understand.
Yeah, I'm quite like a loud rambunctious person when I'm very drunk, but that's like
so different to you normally.
Oh my god, it's so different. But Newcastle's just kind of like that's the norm there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm still a friendly drunk. I'm just a little bit. Wee, let's do something weird.
I have conversely come close to making a citizen's arrest.
Of course you have, Peter.
Snitch.
I mean, not me. I was present. We were driving.
Well, I mean, by that I mean I was watching.
By that I mean
I was in a
I
car
was
going
in the
past.
same country. Well, we were in the car going past.
Okay.
So when I was probably like 7 or 8. Me and my older brother,
Stop, criminal!
yeah, and my younger sister were.
Unhand the eggs from the village.
Wait until you hear where this goes. You think it's going to be so innocent. We were driving along with my grandma behind the wheel. Sounds even more innocent, doesn't it, at the moment? And as we're going along, we see these two old ladies walking along the pavement in our direction. And heading towards them is a man in a jacket. And then there's this car ahead of us going along the road at like a really weird snail's pace. And we're like, okay. And suddenly, this guy grabs one of the old lady's handbags and he goes, go! And jumps into this car.
Wow.
And they speed off.
Huh?
And my grandma's response to that, with 3 children in the car, is, I'm going to chase this man.
Yes.
Amazing.
Nice.
They chased him for like 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm seeing the best day ever. Like
It was like, whoa, it's going crazy. And me and my my brother and my sister were like, okay, everyone needs to remember the number plate. This was before like you had a camera on your phone, so it was like, everyone remember this number plate and we'll like phone the police. Anyway, we're chasing this guy, and he clearly wasn't from the area because he ended up driving up like a dead end, like a cul-de-sac.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What was your grandma's plan?
Well, exactly. So
Got him.
at this point, he gets onto a dead end, and she knew that like, oh, this is a dead end. She was like, okay. And at that point, she sort of like backed out and thought, okay, well, he's either going to like reverse his car and smash us up, or maybe he's even got a knife, possibly.
Maybe, or a
Maybe.
shooter.
So we kind of let them go, but then we drove back to where the old ladies were, and they were on the phone to the police, and we had the number plate, and then gave
Look
it to
at
them.
you.
You reported them.
Yeah.
You could say which direction they went in.
Yeah.
Superstar grandma.
Here we go.
Amazing.
I've committed crimes in my time, just never been caught, because that's what being a good criminal is.
Yeah, exactly. All the people who got caught, you're just shit criminals.
Yeah.
Shit lawbreakers.
We've all taken a bit of pick and mix that we shouldn't have done.
Oh, I
That's
didn't.
why Woolworths went under.
Yeah.
All the stolen.
Oh, poor
I
Adolf
don't-
Cheaty. He
I've-
loves Woolworths. He misses it.
Oh, he does, yeah. I've never taken pick and mix, just like walked up and put some in my pocket or eaten some, but I have. There was this little corner shop in the village where we used to go to school.
A local business as well, Peter.
Yeah, oh yeah, and it did get closed down like 2 years after we were doing this. So
Oh,
it's
because you
I
did
did.
it.
Yeah, and they had this little small pick and mix area with paper bags, and all you would do is like fill your bag up and then go over and say, "There's £1.20's worth in there,"
Oh,
and they would just let.
So
you...
that had an
Oh,
honor system,
wow.
and
Yeah,
you
it was
fucking
an honor
betrayed
system.
that.
I mean, to be fair, that's their own stupid fault
It
for,
is.
for going way below the standard bar for pick and mix consumption.
So
levels.
we would just constantly take way more than we had in our bags, which is
Wow.
obviously
Wow.
what you would do as a child.
Man.
And then it got boarded up like 2 years later.
Because of you.
Yeah,
Because you did that.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
my
you
fault.
did that. That's on your conscience.
Fuck.
I balanced it out. I stole some sweets, but I maybe got a guy
planted
put
some
behind
sweet
bars.
trees
Yeah,
as
I
well.
also planted some sweet trees.
Yeah, that's how it works. Around trees.
Hey, very good.
We did it. We did it, guys. I was once 8 years old. It may be hard to believe,
What?
but it did happen.
Oh my god.
And my cousin and I, my cousin is a year older than me, we went to the village playing field, and there was a chain and lock on the gate, but it had been removed and was just on the floor next to it.
Right.
And I don't know why, but we thought it would just be the funniest thing in the world just to fling it into the hedge.
Right.
Now, I'm not sure how my mum found out,
Oh my god.
but she was not happy. And we had to go around to the house of the man who looks after the playing field and tell him what we'd done.
Oh, that's awful.
And it was the worst thing. And it was the scariest thing. And
Yeah.
then all I remember is afterwards feeling like I'd had this weight lifted from my chest and my shoulders and my back. And then we just sat there and played the PS1 Army Men 3D game.
Nice. Oh, that was a good
all
one, yeah.
which was great. Apart from that, I haven't really had any close cool runnings with the police. Apart from when I went to university in Leicester, and I had my hood up, and I was walking home from a friend's house late at night, and a police car pulled over and yelled out the window at me, and he asked me what color my hoodie was, and I said green, and he said, "Oh, it's all right then." And then drove off. So clearly they were looking for someone
Oh my God, a hooded
with
figure.
a certain coloured hoodie. And I was like, okay, well, that's why you don't wear hoods if you're innocent.
God. I have a similar story to yours about the playing fields, which is that when me and my brother and sister were visiting my grandma in Scotland, there was this new kid who'd moved into the area just down the road, and she'd sort of said, "Oh, why don't you go and play with him and go to his house? He doesn't know anyone." So we did, and he had these Pokemon toys.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Tiny little Pikachu and stuff that can go inside a ball, I guess.
Okay.
And we were just playing with them, and then when we got back to the house, suddenly my brother goes into his pocket and he's taken 3 toys from this boy's house.
3?
He's a thief.
Yeah, and he gives one to me and one to my sister, and we're like, "What?
It's like Robin Hood.
We don't want this hot property."
Honor amongst thieves.
And again, I don't know how my dad found out, but we then had to go back to this boy's house and be like, "We're really sorry, but we stole your toys."
Fuck.
Which was
That just does not put you on the right foot, does it?
No.
At all.
I don't know how accurate I'm remembering this, but I remember the act, but not the name. But I was at a friend's house one time. I think it was a birthday party. He had a huge box of Playmobil that I was really envious
Nice.
of. Really good Playmobil.
Yeah.
So I took the smallest, most insignificant bit of Playmobil, which is a scroll, but a little plastic one. So I kind of said, I'll have that.
Yeah.
It was at a birthday party of something Lewandowski, I think was his last name. It's the most fucking nerd name ever.
Lewandowski.
Wow.
And I kept that for years. I think it's still in my Playmobil box in the attic. But I think the worst telling off I've ever had. I don't think it even got told off. It's just me and a friend stole a cigarette and we smoked it behind the back of our shed, my parents' shed.
Did you really smoke it, though, or did you just sort of get it in your mouth and then exhale it?
Don't really remember, but it was probably very childlike. Just this is hard.
Naughty. Very naughty. Dainton? No. You
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
The later in the day, one of the kids we were with knocked on my house.
Yeah.
And my dad answered the door. I was like, I just want to let you know Michael smoked a cigarette earlier
my
today.
God.
Wow.
And I was upstairs
What an asshole.
screaming no, inconsolable mess.
Fuck.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing, James?
Yeah.
You fucking prick.
Fuck you, James.
You
James,
asshole.
you asshole.
James McPrick.
Yeah.
And then, my dad went across, because it was me and my friend Jono, he went across over to his house and to converse story, see what had actually happened. Because I said, "Oh, he forced me to do it," which is bullshit.
Oh, no.
He
So
put it
then
in
you were
my
the
mouth.
bad guy.
Yeah, but it's just I just remember the heart sinking feeling of hearing the door knocking, seeing who it was, just going, "Oh, he's gonna taddle."
Why would he do that?
It was
though?
just goody two shoes prick.
So
What
did
an
he?
asshole.
Did he not smoke it? He just knew that you'd smoked it.
Yeah.
Ah,
I thought,
okay.
well, let's get some fucking
What an
payback.
What a bad boy. What an awful boy. Well, there we go. That's that question. Bit
So
of a
yes,
tangent.
we've all been in actual prison.
Yes, we've been death sentenced.
Where do you
over
think we're
here.
recording this from right now?
Benjamin Erie, I think it's some stupid fucking Halloween name,
I see.
Oh, 'tis the season.
asks, if you had to assassinate one fictional kids television character, who would it be?
Fuck.
I'm just going to kick it off right away and say Jimmy Neutron. I've never seen
What?
Jimmy Neutron. I don't like his face. I don't like what he's about.
Pretty weird looking.
I think he should be killed because he looks different.
Jimmy
than me.
Neutron is a fucking A-star show, and I will not stand for this character
Croissant.
assassination.
I wouldn't
bullshit.
stop you killing Jimmy Neutron.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Croissant?
Croissant?
Any thoughts?
It's such a specific question. What was it exactly? If you could kill one...
If you had to assassinate one fictional kids television character, who would it be? And we don't watch current day television for children,
Yeah,
so we can't really
these
pick
references from
that.
You know-
1970.
The Russian spies who get, well, I don't know who it is that gets killed, but like people get killed by injection and stuff, and like they have a slow, painful kind of chemical death. Is that what's happened to Bella? Is someone
Yeah.
poisoned her?
She's got fucking radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
I think Milo actually did it.
You think Milo
He's
did
pretending that he did
off of the tweenies.
I think
Milo
he-
off of the tweenies has assassinated Bella.
Well,
Yeah.
I think what he did
He's a
was
spook.
he injected her like on purge night when he was allowed,
Yeah.
and then the next day, now that the purge is over, he pretends to have nothing to do with it, and he's going, "Oh no, Bella! Oh, she's going to die."
raises a very interesting question, Peter
Yeah.
Austin.
Oh.
In that long deaths that are instigated on Purge
yeah.
Night What's the legality of them?
It's a good point,
Later
actually.
on.
Well, the act is done on
So
Purge Night.
Milo essentially signed Bella's death certificate
Yeah.
on Purge Night in the Tweenies' house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While Floppy was what? What's the fucking dog
Doodles.
called? Oodles.
Doodles.
Doodles. Sorry,
come on.
Floppy is from Biff and Chip.
Yeah.
What the fuck's Biff and Chip?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
How can
Biff
you
and
not
Chip?
know what Biff and Chip is?
On an adventure, having fun with the magic key.
It doesn't ring any bells at all, Biff.
Star of book and screen, Biff and Chip.
And Chip
Yeah.
your wand.
Anyway, so he signed the death certificate of Bella off of the Tweenies that night, and then just watched it play out like some sort of grim phantom spectre of death, and just pretended to be sympathetic.
It's a bit spooky.
I would drop some sort of large explosive on the entirety of the night garden.
That's fair. I'm unfamiliar,
Yeah,
but I
well,
think it's a bit scary. Isn't
That's
it?
the thing is that it's after our time,
It's an abomination in the eyes of God.
and therefore it kind of looks like they're these sort of Teletubbies pretenders. In
Right.
that they're all called. I know one of them's called Iggle Piggle, and you can guess the rest. They're all called like Ninky Nonk and
One's
Yeah.
like genuinely called like Ninky Nonk, isn't it? It's so
yeah,
weird.
it sounds
stuff
like weird
that.
slurs, don't
Yeah,
they? Racial slurs.
Twinkly Dinkly and Shoop de Whoop and stuff, and they all look weird.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like the same thing happens every episode, like the Teletubbies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But who the fuck do you think you are stepping into Lala's shoes?
See, I'm not even a big fan of the Teletubbies, and I used to watch
Neither
that
am I.
a lot. I'm thinking maybe there's a dual operation that can happen here. You know the end of Breaking Bad, where he hooks up that machine gun on a rig so it spins round and fires at everyone out the boot of the car. What if we strapped that to Nunu and just sent that into the Teletubbies molehill house?
But what about all the rabbits?
The rabbits would be fine. They would be replaced almost instantly.
What about the baby son? You can't shoot a baby.
Oh, I don't think the bullet would go that far.
Just collateral damage, isn't it?
Okay.
It's-
What about that dancing teddy bear that used to do the tap dancing? Do you remember?
no,
Near the end?
I don't.
Well, like the
Maybe he wasn't there that day. Maybe he got an anonymous letter saying, "Don't come to Tubbyland today. Don't come to school tomorrow." All the other kids with the yeah.
Yeah, at the end of every episode, I think it might have been after a few series, they introduced a thing where there would be like an animated, like 2-minute thing. Do you guys not remember this? There was a
No.
fucking creepy puppet guy who would walk around a
Oh.
house. It would be this house, and the lights would come on in the window, and you'd see this silhouette of a guy walking around his house, and he'd be going.
Oh, that rings
Oh,
bells.
okay,
yeah.
maybe I do.
And then eventually he'd go to one of the windows and you'd never know which one. It would change every time. And then he'd open the window and he'd sing a fucking weird song. He'd just go, "Nya, no, no, no,
Oh, Jesus.
that sounds really fucked up.
It was really fucked up.
Well-
We can strap a machine gun to
Yeah, maybe
Nunu.
we can make sure he's in that day.
Yeah.
Well, the question was it children's show or cartoon?
Children's show.
Oh, sick. Blue Peter.
You'd
Whoa.
kill Blue Peter.
Which one?
All of them.
Actually, you'd kill the titular Blue Peter.
Well, you can't kill Connie Hook because she's currently over in the third world.
She
looking
is
after children.
constantly the Blue Peter appeal. Keep Connie Huck abroad somehow.
God. No, I think I just really hated Blue Peter. It was too goody two shoes for my liking as a kid. It's just like, oh, look at this.
Really?
Isn't everything lovely? Fuck off.
I remember being
What
very
about-
excited when WWE were in town and they would always send a couple of wrestlers to Blue Peter.
Yeah, that was really weird.
and they'd
Such a
like throw Matt
juxtaposition.
Baker around.
Yeah.
The Hurricane giving
I never
Matt
saw
Baker a hip toss. It's like, what
National
the fuck is
treasure to
going on?
be, Matt Baker.
Oh,
Bit having
God.
the shit beaten out of him by the Undertaker.
yeah.
Fucking beautiful.
God.
I don't know why I've got such anger against Blue
They had a
Peter.
garden and everything.
Yeah, I never got a badge,
That got
maybe.
vandalised once.
Did it?
In like, I think the late 80s. They just came in
Was
one day.
it by
and
Michael testing out his new camera?
Yeah, possibly.
Spray painting all over the fucking wall.
They did like a piece on it the next day. They were like, now we unfortunately have some very sad news. Our garden was attacked last night by vandals. It's terrible behaviour, and just like did a whole thing. But
Yeah. And here's how they did it, in case you want to do it
yeah.
along.
get an
Here's
adult
one we did
supervision.
earlier.
Yeah.
Here's a different garden we smashed up earlier.
It's the fucking One Show's garden. Wow. Well, there we go. That was amazing.
Yeah.
We have three things, don't we?
3 of things.
Who brought a thing along today?
Me.
Michael
Me.
did.
Did you?
I did as well.
Who would like to go first?
Not me this time.
Oh, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
I've just got some would you rather questions.
Oh
'cause
boy, hit us with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Hit us with your best shot.
The start kind of
Would you rather Matt Baker or Connie Hook?
Big Baker, please. Hit me with that rhythm stick. Okay, so it starts kind of normal-ish and then gets a bit weirder towards the end. There's 4 questions here.
Okay. Are we answering quickly or are we giving a lot of thought?
You
to
can
this?
put a lot of thought into it, but yeah, just...
Should we give a team answer? Do we have to come to a...
Yeah,
no,
let's-
I don't...
No?
Do you want to try and persuade each other into things?
We can, I mean, it
Well, we
would
might
stimulate
agree.
discussion.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess, okay. Would you rather... How much dedicated rather for her? How would you rather read minds or see into the future?
Oh, both
Ben's
sound
currently
like...
trying to attach a...
Can I tell you why? It's a bit disgusting, really.
Okay, so he's got an air freshener.
We have an air freshener in this room. I'm trying to attach it to my pop shield
Like a
in front
car
of my
one.
microphone because my microphone pop shield smells like somebody has sneezed on it.
Oh, no.
It just has that like sneeze smell. And
That one is literally fresh out the box.
It smells
So-
weird. I'm putting that on
Maybe
it.
someone sneezed on it in the factory. I don't
Smell
know.
nice?
There you go. It smells better now. I'm better.
Anyway,
Yeah, so
anyway,
would you rather
yeah.
read minds or predict know the future?
Those
Yeah, see the
sound
future.
like curses to me.
Now, my
Really?
question is,
Yeah, reading minds would be awful.
if you know the future, are we assuming that like you can act on that and
Change it?
it's not like, you know, in films where they can see the future and then they try and do stuff and then that actually makes it happen or whatever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they know that their dad is going to die in like 2025 and so they stop him leaving the house and then the house burns down.
Yeah.
It's that kind of shit.
Let's assume like time
all
is
sounds
just
awful.
lots of parallel universes where everything happens. It shows you your universe, your line of time. But
Yeah.
then once you alter something, you switch over into another one. So
Right.
it shows you the future for your current path.
It's basically not a dick move version of seeing the future.
No.
You can use it the way you would want to use it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I think reading minds, as long as it's optional
Yeah.
and you don't hear that shit all the time.
Oh, but
Yeah.
then
Because you're gonna get curious. You're gonna listen
you
to
would be
something at the wrong
tempted though.
time.
So, for example, you wouldn't necessarily like want to read your partner's mind all the
Mm-hmm.
time because you would trust them and you wouldn't want to invade their privacy. But then, if you might be having a conversation with them and they might, maybe they're like sort of staring into space and you go, "Oh, sorry, is this boring? Do you not want to talk about this?" And they go, "Oh no, sorry, I was listening. I just sort of."
Yeah, they would almost be fearful of you, wouldn't they?
Or well, they would be
you'd have
fearful
to
of
keep
you.
it to yourself.
Or I was going to say, like, even if they didn't know you could read minds, but then they go, "Oh, sorry, no, I'm listening." You would then be like, "Are they actually interested? Should I check? Should I listen into their mind?" And see
Should
if
be
they're
interested in you, the most
genuinely-"
interesting man on the planet. You can read into people's minds.
Yeah, well,
I mean, all of this sounds like a bad deal all around. I'd rather not know the future.
Well, you've got to choose one.
Okay, I'd read minds, I
I
think.
guess I'd read minds. Maybe I would like to know the future, though.
Yeah.
Like, again, if it was optional, I could just read the
I
bits
don't
that I
want to know
wanted
when
to
people
know.
are going to die.
No, I don't want to know that.
Yeah, I guess it's optional. You could just look. Oh, what's
Okay,
lottery
if it's
numbers?
optional, then
I think
the future may be a better, safer option. I don't want to be tempted by some sort of
Yeah.
life fucking.
It would be
Stuff.
like having a quick save option, just with stuff that's
Pretty
like a bit
much.
of a risk, but you're like, I kind of need to take this risk. Then you could just have a little look ahead and be like, will I die if I try and jump over this cliff or whatever?
Will I am.
Will I am? Yes, you will.
All right. Would you rather number 2?
Hmm.
Would you rather be able to converse with non-human animals
Mm-hmm.
or have a lifelong fluency in every human language?
Oh, definitely the second one.
Ooh, just be able to speak to every human ever. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no doubt. It'd be amazing to
It's a
speak
more
to animals,
practical
but
skill. Isn't
It
it?
is
I don't think
practical.
animals have that much going on in their heads, really.
Oh, I don't know. It'd be cool to see, though.
I mean, yeah, but it would be so simplistic.
Yeah.
Even if you could communicate,
sex,
it would mainly
shit.
be.
Yeah.
A lot of animals communicate mainly on like fucking scent and like just body.
Just basic instincts.
Yeah, exactly. Instinct
Starring.
and body language and stuff. Don't.
I don't even know who's in it.
And me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think speaking to every human would be infinitely more
Yeah,
useful than speaking to animals.
That's a skill you can advertise on a job. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I speak to everyone.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a zookeeper,
Yeah, I
I
was thinking
suppose,
that. I'd
but
be like-
even so,
Or a
what
vet.
are you going to talk to like an elephant about?
Yeah, and no one else can hear them with you, so you have to just converse with the animals.
You would look
and-
mental, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Like everyone would think you were mental.
Whereas,
full Dr. Doolittle, I guess, on it, couldn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's the one thing I find difficult. Well, not difficult, but like the less good bit about going on a holiday is when you go to anywhere that doesn't speak like either French or German or maybe
Spanish.
Spanish if you learnt that at school. then it's just a pain in the arse, isn't it? Like
Asia's hell to navigate. Lovely place, but my God, it's like if you don't know the language, you're fucked.
It's like they could have made more of an effort.
Yeah, come on, guys.
We
why
speak
didn't they
our
just-
language.
Yeah, the language.
If only the colony continued, we would have
Yeah.
everything would have been English, and we've been great.
Yeah,
Beans
for
and
God's sake.
chips in every restaurant.
Yeah, it's
Bring
a
it
shame.
now.
Shame what
Yes.
happened after the World Wars, isn't it? When we
Yeah,
had to
real
give it all
shame.
back.
Such a shame
Yeah.
that these people wanted their stuff back.
Yeah, they wanted their freedom and their own land.
We were just Michael Johnsoning
Tut.
and Peter Austin's brothering our way around the world,
Yeah.
taking what we wanted, and then our mum made us give it all back.
Go round to India right now and tell them what you've done.
India, we're really sorry, but we're keeping the big diamond.
You can have the rest.
Our most important lady wears it on her hat.
I think I'm going to go animal because that's an impossibility.
Of course you would go.
yeah.
Yeah, you're a parrot boy. Hang on, you can already talk to your animals.
Yeah.
Fuck, I've already got that skill. But I think no, because humans, someone else can translate it, but animals, there's no one who knows for sure.
True. You would be the only one.
That is a literal impossibility.
Yeah.
Okay, the second to last one.
Yes.
Would you rather lose your dick or your leg?
Oh my god.
Leg.
Probably my leg.
Yeah.
Everyone says leg.
It's not just a sexual thing. It's just the dick is quite important.
Yeah.
And prosthetics are pretty all right now. I mean,
Yeah, I
both of them
guess.
are horrible scenarios, but
Yeah.
You would also
definitely dick.
even if you didn't
Sorry,
get a prosthetic.
Definitely
leg,
keep dick.
Okay,
yeah.
Keeping dick.
Keeping the new film.
Even
starring
if
Seth
you
Rogen.
didn't get a prosthetic leg and had one leg, if you lost a leg early enough in life, by the time, like, within 5 or 10 years, you'd probably, like...
You'd have grown another.
Yeah. You'd probably be pretty good at, like, either using, like, a crutch and as though you've got 2 legs, or, like, using 2 arms and a leg.
Yeah.
Like, you see there's people with no legs at all, and they're, like, clambering around with just 2 arms. And they've got, like, a house that's obviously been, like, built for them.
Human beings are
But,
amazing.
Yeah, we can adapt.
Whereas there's not a lot you can do to kind of replace or
Emulate.
emulate exactly your penis.
I would have wrong.
With or without prosthetics. Well, with prosthetics.
And
but
I'm certain that there are people out there who are in such a position.
Oh, sure.
And,
Yeah.
and again, have adapted and overcame the situation. But if you're asking me right now, if I'd rather have my penis or both of my legs, I would rather have my dick.
yeah.
Always by your side. Okay, lastly. Teeth for pubes or pubes for teeth?
Oh my god.
Because
Because if you had enough pubes in your mouth, it'd be kind of like a whale's mouth.
oh yeah,
A baleen plate.
Fine
I believe it's
bristles.
called.
Of course, you know what it is. just a fine brush.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, like a door, like a letterbox.
yeah.
With the
Oh,
bristles.
God,
That'd be
imagine.
rubbish because you wouldn't be able to enjoy any food.
But then you look down and you see just the teeth.
But you could presumably, like,
How would you
have them
trim teeth?
removed, right?
Well,
I
I
think
think that's cheating.
Because I assume they grow back and like because they kind of they both share
Would
each
it
other
feel like
properties.
having actual teeth removed? if
Oh,
you-
imagine that dentist got like lean over, you got a local anaesthetic and just
We've-
crunch.
All of us here have had surgeries that are probably similar in pain levels to that. So, who's to say that it wouldn't be worth it? Just getting those dick teeth removed.
God, oh, it's just like just picture it in your
It'd
mind.
be like
it
a
really
little
makes you
plate
feel
of
gross.
armor. You'd
Yeah,
be
it would.
immune to
Imagine
to
getting
nut
kicked in the
shots.
balls.
Yeah,
Maybe it'd be worse because you would be getting mashed by
yeah.
a
You'd
row of
be
teeth.
being bitten.
Yeah, you'd be being bitten by your own bollocks on your bollocks.
I don't want to think about it, but I'm gonna say I still want to enjoy eating. I
Yeah.
want my actual
Yeah.
teeth in my mouth.
I like
Like-
to think partner would still love you with your dicky pubes, not dicky pubes, teethy pubes. So that they can...
I think a partner has to put up with less if you have a normal mouth but a bad.
I think you mean fewer.
Yes, I do. Your partner would have to put up with fewer. If you had a normal mouth
yeah.
but a toothy genitals, because there are other things you can do in the bedroom that don't involve your genitals. But like
talk.
talk or kiss,
Yeah.
or do the oral sexes. But
Yeah.
if
I
you
guess downstairs would still be oral sex because you've got the teeth there.
no, but I mean for them, I'm
Oh,
a giver,
yeah.
Michael, not just a taker.
Oh, look at that. Look at
Beautiful. What a
But if you
man.
just had a mouthful of wet pubes all the time,
That's just an inconvenience for everyday
no one
life.
would want to look at you, let alone like talk to you or kiss you.
Oh, I forgot to trim them today. Oh,
awful.
I got a pube stuck in my mouth. It's just...
I've got a pube. Oh, hang on,
Although
no.
maybe you could get dentures. I don't know.
Oh,
That could work.
but don't you stick those in with like denture glue? Then you
don't-
get it all
Oh.
caught up in your pubes.
Well, God.
Who cares? They're not attached to like muscles, are they? That are moving all over the place. They're just. I don't know.
I feel
Incidentally,
very weird now.
with this like furry sock I've got on my microphone, I kind of know what it's like to have pubes in my mouth.
You're just
'cause
munching on that sock.
every so often, one of these hairs just like flies loose and definitely goes in my gob.
Lovely.
So, hope you're enjoying the lack of. Oh, it's still kind of
It's
poppy,
still
isn't
kind
it?
of there,
Yeah.
isn't it? Wonderful, Michael. Was that all of them?
That was all of them.
Thank you very much for your thing.
Yeah, that's all right.
That was a good thing.
I feel thoroughly disgusted now.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we've set the tone.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next question from Afraid Spookins at open_porch_door.
Spookins.
What's the most awkward situation you've ever been in? And I must have had one in my head when I chose this question, but I can't remember now because I think all of my awkward moments are locked away in a little box in
Yeah.
my mind and I don't want to think about
Yeah,
them.
I don't really want to go through my head and try and find one because I too
It
at
will
the
just
moment.
haunt me.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
I can tell one of my girlfriend's most awkward moments, which I'm sure she'd love for me to tell.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
allowed
it's
to
fine.
do
It's not a
that.
bad one. It is just like
Okay.
supremely awkward. But she was at like a house party once, like a very rich friend, and they had like a custom-made ice sculpture built, which cost like a lot, like with like four figures, like thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
She knocked it over the next day, and it just smashed everywhere.
Oh, shit.
And she just looked like, sorry.
Did she try and put it back together?
I just I think about that. I mean, it was,
glue
at least
it
it was
back together.
after
Back
the
in the
party.
freezer.
Yeah, the freezer will be fine. It'll just have like a solid side on one where it rests on the drawer.
It's kind of got the marks from the grill from the freezer.
yeah.
yeah. And she just she felt like she wanted to die in that moment. I've definitely had awkward moments though. Like,
Yeah.
like every day is just an awkward experience for me.
I've just remembered one actually.
Oh, go
that
for it.
isn't. I can think of in my head right now several really painfully awkward moments that I just don't want to talk about. But one of them that isn't so bad was when I went on my first. I think it was my first gaming industry like event thing that I'd
Yeah.
ever been able to attend as press, and it was in Paris, and I went to the toilet at this place,
Of course,
this
it involves the
convention
toilet.
place,
Yeah.
and I went into the ladies' toilets without realizing.
Oh no.
Did a toilet, came out, washed my hands, and as I walked out, two women walked past me as I was leaving. But it was like a really fancy. In my defense, it was a really fancy place,
Yeah.
and the toilets, instead of having doors on, they had like weird arches where you could sort of see into like the hand washing station of a
Yeah.
portion of the toilet. So I don't think I really paid it any mind, and I just went in, and that was pretty bad.
Did they say anything or look at
They
you?
looked
or-
at me, big time looked at me. I've also remembered the actual one. That was the reason I put this in here,
Oh,
which
yeah.
again is another games industry event. I had interviewed Troy Baker, prolific voice actor man for video games.
Yeah.
Played Joel in The Last of Us, and God, so many different games. He's in bloody loads of them. Booker DeWitt in BioShock Infinite, all that kind of stuff. I'd interviewed him on my podcast like a couple of years before this event. And then I went to this event that he was at. It was an event for Infamous Second Son,
Oh, yeah.
which was coming out on PS4 at the time. I went to the bathroom at this event, and he was
Another
playing the lead in
toilet.
that. It's always involves a toilet. I went in there and I desperately needed a number 2. So I went in there to do a poop, and I sat down on the toilet, and he came in.
And you recognised the voice of Sam
I
Drake
recognised
entering the.
exactly. I recognised this man.
Yeah.
And he was just there while I was just sort of mid bowel movement,
Yeah.
and I just stopped and just kind of waited for him to go.
That's the worst thing to do because once you hold it in, it bubbles up and it's gonna explode.
Then he left the bathroom,
Oh.
and the lights went out
Oh.
because it was on a
One of
sensor
those,
and a
yeah.
timer. So I was just sat there pooing in the dark after my voice acting idol had just left the room.
So I've done that before in the office when like people enter the bathroom, like I'm mid-pay, like, oh well, I'll hold it in, and then they're just like,
Yeah, I
would
think
be
he
better
did
just
that
to get it
with
out.
me once. I went in to take a pee, And I think I knew that you'd gone to take a poop at some point, but I wasn't sure if you'd still be in there. Yeah. And I saw that one of the cubicles was shut, and it was quiet for a while. And then there was that exact sound effect, and then you chuckling to yourself.
I did that yesterday. I did a funny sound, and there's someone in the cubicle next to me, and I chuckled to myself.
I've got, we've already actually told these stories, but mine and one about you, Ben, which is also video games conference and toilet related.
What is it about the games industry and pooing?
When we were on the train.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh.
And you accidentally went into the toilet, and there was a
child in there.
A child in there with her mother.
Yes.
Who was using the toilet. And no
hadn't
one
locked
stopped
it.
you.
Nope.
All the people outside the train toilet who must have known that someone had gone in and not locked it, they didn't stop you.
Nope.
And mine, which I'm sure I told when we told your story, was that I was in a shop once and I went into the toilets and there was a lady helping her very old mother get off the toilet and into a wheelchair.
Good.
But fortunately, she was at least
Panted.
panted.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was really awkward because then that was the only free toilet, so I had to walk back out and then stand outside, and they had to just walk past me.
Yeah,
and,
you monster. I've remembered mine.
Yeah.
It's known to many as just the soup incident.
Oh, okay. I wasn't in that day.
Oh, you missed
but
out.
I saw the aftermath.
It was the
Yeah.
anniversary of the soup incident, time of recording.
Several people have asked for the story to be told on Podiots, so
there we
I
go.
guess it
Yeah,
works quite
perfect.
nicely. So yeah, I think 1 year ago, about a week ago now, well, 1 year and 1 week now for this podcast's air date, but I was walking into the kitchen at What Culture with a pot of soup in one hand and an empty belly in the other,
And
waiting.
Jaunty, skipping your step.
Skipping along.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm ready to eat my soup. And as I was walking in, I saw Adam Nicholas just nice, quiet, sitting at the table on his phone, just having a nice relax, as you do. As
Nicely
it's lunchtime.
dressed, as usual.
Oh, always well. He's a well-dressed lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that plays into the story.
It does, yeah.
As I approached him, I was like, "Oi, Nicholas," and I lifted up my soup pot, and I leaned back, and I pretended to throw it, like I did a
So
slow.
you mimed.
I mimed I was going to throw at him as, a funny joke.
That is funny.
You thought I was going to throw the soup at you.
Aha.
But in the upper arc, I accidentally squeezed the pot and the lid flew off. And I carried on the motion and essentially flung 600 millilitres of soup, carrot and coriander, directly
yellowy
at
orange.
him.
Hey, Adam Nicholas. What? Splat. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why would you
asshole?
do
Why
that?
would you even think?
I remember, because it was like at the point in the motion where I couldn't really stop. It was going through, and I felt it just get lighter, and then it
Slow motion, was it?
genuinely it felt like slow motion. The soup just rained from the sky, and just the sound of.
No.
So he got fucking drenched in soup.
He did.
And the carpet surrounding him was stained yellow.
Still stained.
You then went and got a mop and mopped the
Well,
carpet.
it's not even that. There's another bit in between where the whole office came.
Everyone
Because
came round.
we both stood there for like 5 seconds, like, fuck. What? I'm so sorry. And then, I think I went back into the main area to get, something to clean it up. And then people were like, oh, what are you getting that for? Just throwing their soup all over Adam. So, what? And at this point, the whole office comes, stands in a line, and watches as I fruitlessly attempt to mop up the
Take
soup.
pictures.
Yeah, everyone tweeted about it that day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you think you might get fired for dirtying the carpet?
No.
People have been fired for less. I'll say that much.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't think I'd get fired. I was just like, fuck's sake.
Really wanted that soup.
Yeah. Didn't even
Did
get
you
the
lick
fuck
it
on
off the floor?
I didn't.
Did you lick it off Adam?
Yeah. That was my next question.
Should have done.
I shouldn't.
He's a
didn't.
handsome man.
Yeah. I fucked it that day.
Yeah.
And now, that's genuinely changed me as a human. Whenever I'm shaking soup, I have, fingers on top of the carton to make sure
Oh,
nothing comes
wow.
out. I don't pretend to throw soup at anyone anymore.
No
behaviour.
more pretending
No,
to
you're-
throw. He doesn't throw anything anymore.
No,
No.
not at all.
Doesn't even. He's never raised his arms above his head since.
It's just too scary. And yeah, that's probably one. Yeah, that was just bad. That was just
That's your
bad. It
guy.
was the baddest. Get the
Wow.
cream.
Well, thank you very much for that.
The cream of
question.
tomato soup.
Yes,
Yeah.
get the clean cream. I've got a thing.
Oh!
Give
Have
it
you
to me.
guys heard of a website called The Onion?
Yes.
Oh.
The Onion is a satirical website that posts pretend news stories.
I like this Ben game.
And there's also a Reddit being the front page of the internet where people can go to specific subreddits and talk about their desired topics. And there's a subreddit dedicated to Not the Onion, which is real news stories that sound as if they should be satirical and be featured on the satirical news website, The Onion.
Yes.
But they're bloody real.
I've got 4.
Oh.
I've got 4 headlines here. I'm going to read them to you one at a time. I need you to tell me which ones are real news stories and which one is from The Onion.
Hit me.
Okay? My phone's locked itself.
Oh.
Here we go. Number 1. Man who removed busts... Hang on, let me try that again. Man who removed bus stop bench to check its dimensions for flat renovation gets detention. UN reports...
What? Wait,
Hang on.
Can we just...
Man who removed bus stop bench to check its dimensions for flat renovation gets detention.
I feel like that's real.
Where did he remove it? What? That's so weird. That must be real. No one would even make that up.
Because that's not very oniony. That just sounds like someone being a bit weird and wanting to buy a bench.
Yeah, so he took a real bus stop bench from a bus stop and put it in his house just to check that it would fit. And then did what?
What?
Was he going to buy one that was the same but wanted to check?
Gonna go
he
to Stagecoach
stole
and
a
ask.
real one?
Who knows? We'll have to find out, won't we?
We will.
Well, I'm saying real on that one.
Me too.
UN reports says humanity has 12 years to avert climate-related catastrophe.
Absolutely real.
Why does that sound made up? That sounds real. UN reports that humanity has 12 years to avert a climate-related catastrophe. Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you can hear my stomach, I'm really sorry. It's just bubbling and gurgling away.
Is that the climate-related catastrophe?
Well, it will be soon. Yeah.
CO2 emissions reach critical mass when Ben farts.
It's just hunger, I promise you. These Virginia towns can jail, fine children over 12 who trick or treat.
Oh, fuck.
Fine. Oh, I see. Jail or fine children. Not fine children will be jail.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Who's to judge?
Yeah.
I want to say that's real because like people like parents do genuinely like, oh, I don't like these teenagers trick or treating. It's not for them. It's not right. So I feel like
jail them. I don't know.
Finally, Cleveland-bound flight delayed due to emotional support squirrel.
fuck. These all sound real.
Now,
No, actually, wait.
there are definitely problems. Like you do get delays or people getting kicked off flights or other passengers getting mad because there are emotional support animals on there, and the animals themselves get curiouser and curiouser as time goes on. You know, it started with dogs, and then maybe you get the odd bird or cat, and now you can just get emotional support like octopuses and stuff, I think.
Fuck. Do you want me to read them all through again?
Yeah.
We'll do them one at a time. You ready?
Yeah.
Man who removed bus stop bench to check its dimensions for flat renovation gets detention.
That's real.
Real, yeah, real.
That is real.
Yeah.
Oh.
These Virginia towns can jail, fine children over 12 who... These Virginia towns can jail or fine children over 12 who trick or treat.
I want to say real because that's I feel like that's too grounded in
I think
reality.
the way that it's worded, I think if it was The Onion, it would be Virginia towns to jail children over 12. But this is just like, it's almost like like a listicle site or something. Like these, did you know that these towns? So I think that's real.
Okay. UN reports
He didn't say whether it was real
says
or fake.
humanity has to, I've realised that as I go through it's going to become obvious which one might be
Oh, I
if
see.
if I
Okay.
continue to tell you which ones are true or not.
Right.
UN report says humanity has 12 years to avert climate-related catastrophe.
Absolutely real.
I think that's definitely real unless there's some sort of amusing Onion photo where it's like a
Amuse-bouche.
fat man doing a fart or something.
Cleveland-bound flight delayed due to emotional support squirrel.
I think squirrel, I'm going to say that might be The Onion.
'Cause that's the thing,
If
it's-
one of them's The Onion, that's the
It's
one.
not that ridiculous, but
No.
it is the most ridiculous one in the list. It's just that it's got that weird twinge that the Onion gives things where it's just like, it's based in reality, but just a little bit of, it's not specific.
Okay, well, UN report says humanity has 12 years to avert climate-related catastrophe. That's from The Onion.
What?
Yeah, I saw
What?
that headline and thought, are they posting actual news? But I clicked on it and it's full of expert opinions, which are all jokes. So that's a bit of a curveball.
Oh, that's
there.
a tricky
I know,
one.
that was a
Cheeky.
bit of a bastard cheeky one. I won't do that to
fucker.
you again, don't worry. I was just
Okay.
struggling to find anything
that-
on The Onion that doesn't sound like it's from The Onion.
Does that mean that support squirrel's real?
Yep, man who removed bus stop bench to check its dimensions for flat renovation gets detention. True.
Wow.
These Virginia towns can jail fine-looking children over 12 who trick or treat. That's true.
Wow.
Cleveland-bound flight delayed due to emotional support squirrel. That's true. Are there any of those that you want to learn more about?
I think
I'm going to Google the emotional support squirrel because I need to see
I
it.
want to know what the fuck that man was doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. This is news from Singapore.
Oh.
The man was waiting for a bus. He started fiddling with the bench and managed to unscrew all 8 screws by hand.
What?
He then dismantled it, put it in a bag, and took a taxi home. Someone told the police, who then raided his flat for the bench. He then pointed it out and said that he just liked the look of it and wanted to take measurements so that he could have his own one.
Oh, that might have been his excuse rather than...
Oh, right.
And then I'm just trying to look at what the detention actually was here.
Yeah, people weren't happy about the squirrel being on board, so they said, get her off, get her off.
It delayed the flight by 2 hours, that apparently.
God.
Committing mischief and thereby causing loss or damage amounting to $500 or above could have resulted in jail for up to 2 years.
Oh my God.
With the bench thing. But
Mischief.
I think he just got some short detention.
Right. Lines.
But it was valued at $1,500. That shitty bus stop
Bus
bench.
bench.
There's no photo of the bench.
It's only because it's some bespoke piece of, like, special...
Just council
plastic.
fucking
Yeah.
stuff. Anyway, there we go.
So I think there's a video of the emotional support squirrel. I think it's just a Snapchat of like them waiting and queuing. They made us deplane because a woman brought on a fucking squirrel. Now the police just went on to remove her. Wow.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
You don't go to plane without declaring your support animal first.
God, yeah.
Just sort of smuggle it in. How did she even get it on?
You can't just take any animal you want on board and go, oh no, it's my emotional support
I have
crocodile.
experience of getting dogs on planes. It's a fucking hassle. It's weird because my parents own like a little flat in Spain, and they take our dog on holiday quite often, like a couple of times a year, for like several months at a time. And weirdly, you're fine to fly the dog out from the UK to Europe, but to get from Europe to the UK, we have to fly within Europe to Amsterdam and then get the ferry across into the UK because you can't fly the animal from Europe to the UK, even though we flew it out.
That's weird.
You can't bring it back in, even though it's got a full-on fucking UK-Europe passport. The shitheads.
Yeah, fuck's sake. Europe, sort it out. I want to
weird.
fly my dog everywhere.
Yeah, I'm glad we're leaving.
Yeah, that'll make it way easier to get
Now my
around.
parents won't own a house in Spain anymore. Yay.
Going back quick... Oh, it's my phone making noises there. Going back quickly to the...
My emotional support blue bottle there. Just flying around.
For fuck's sake.
I'm not being facetious at people who require emotional support animals. I'm being facetious that now people have squirrels rather than dogs
Extravagant
and cats.
animals.
Yeah.
What's
Fucking,
wrong
this
with
is my
a hamster?
peacock. Yeah, exactly.
That does exist, right? I think an emotional support peacock. I think I've seen
Oh,
that.
actually, it does.
Yeah.
I was
Anyway.
joking, but it does.
Yeah.
According to city's ordinance, if any person over the age of 12 years shall engage in the activity commonly known as
Trick or treating.
Trick or treat, but or treat is all one word. So trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Or any other activity of similar character or nature under any name whatsoever, he or she shall be guilty of a misdemeanor and shall be punished by a fine of not less than $25 nor more than $100, or by confinement in jail for not more than 6 months.
What?
So
you
if you
spend
trick or
half a
treat
year in jail
as
if
a
you're
13-year-old, you could spend up to half a year in jail.
For getting some sweeties. Wow.
That's fucking stupid,
I
isn't
can
it?
understand it with what they have in the UK and maybe in other countries called Mischief Night, which is the worst fucking shit ever. I don't know who came up with it. It's either the day before or the day after Halloween, or the night, I should say, where there's no sweetie gathering involved. All you do is go round, like, throwing toilet paper and eggs and, like, breaking windows, smashing up phone
I don't know
boxes.
what that's for.
Is Mischief Night real or is it a myth?
It's a real thing. It used to
Mischief
happen
Night.
near me.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
that was always one of the things that I heard about, but I never actually
Who
saw
wants
the
a
effects
criminal
of it.
record night?
Yeah, it's just like which kids are the dickhead kids night, because
Yeah.
they weren't out yesterday just getting like Tootsie Pops. They were out the following night, like kicking in like Mrs. Bromsgrove's.
Who's Mrs.
cat flap.
Bromsgrove? Who's that?
I made her up. I don't
You
know
made
who
her
she
up.
is.
Are you sure she sounds like a real
Yeah.
person?
She's probably the woman I walked in on having a wee.
Oh, probably,
lovely.
yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness. Well, there we go. That was my thing. Quick question before we move on to Peter's thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is from John Deakin. at John O'Deacon 20. We have witnessed 2 YouTube boxing events this year.
Oh,
if
yeah.
given the chance, would any of the Vidiots take part in a future YouTube boxing event? If so, what YouTuber would you like to fight? I think we just call out the fucking heavy hitters. I think we go after PewDiePie.
Yeah.
We go after Casey Neistat. We go after anyone with over 10 million subs.
Lewis Brinley.
Fuck
that guy,
We
right?
get our fucking names out there. That's what we do.
So I don't mind getting knocked out by someone. That's free publicity,
Oh,
friend.
the amount of money you'd make off it.
I'd get battered to shit by PewDiePie for
Yeah,
some
I'd
views.
fucking take a dive against PewDiePie for views and money.
Depends how much money I would get. If I got like the Logan Paul kind of money, they got millions
Oh,
of
yeah.
dollars for
Yeah.
that single
Do you
fight.
think the Vidiots are going to get Logan Paul money for a boxing match? Sadly, might not happen.
Because that's the other thing. You could just like say fuck it to your dignity and fall in like the second round. You wouldn't even have to stand there for 10 rounds just getting absolutely pummeled and having your nose broken. You could just like take some
You could just
punches
fall.
and then in round 2 just fall on the floor.
Coincidentally, Peter,
Yeah.
everybody who's taken part in a YouTube boxing event so far has said fuck it to their dignity.
They have.
And they'd said fuck it to their dignity a long time before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean in terms of like winning the match, at least they try and win the match when they do it. But,
Well, did they?
well,
though?
no, they didn't, did they? But
didn't
what I mean,
at all.
they tried to go on for, you know.
Yeah, they tried to make it look like
Yeah.
a legitimate sporting event.
Whereas I would throw it.
I mean, at least WWE is called sports entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Tell you what, who would I like to fight? Got to be some like the nerdiest looking guy ever.
Hey, Vsauce here.
Michael could fuck
Vsauce,
people up.
Michael.
He's a strong boy.
He would know the physics of like
does.
exactly where to hit you.
He'd poke you in like your shoulder blade and you'd collapse and
He'd-
fold in on yourself.
He'd squish you like that cartridge at the end of the Vsauce video.
God, he would.
And like green
All of your
paint would
fluids
come, out, of you. Yeah.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael.
Michael here.
Michael here.
Oh man,
But
I
what
don't
is
know.
boxing? Well, to answer that, we have to look at physics
Yeah.
and the beginning of the universe.
I'd maybe have a boxing match with one of those like 10-year-old girls that inexplicably has like 15 million subscribers because they
Yeah.
just do a vlog every day with their dad who knows how to produce videos.
God.
Yeah, then I might win.
I'd
batter
fight
a child,
Spider-Man and Elsa.
Yeah.
Two on
that's,
one.
That's a weird channel, that, isn't it?
I assume there's more than one now. I'd fight them all.
Spider-Man and Elsie's.
Yeah, the Elsas.
Elsa's.
Elsa's.
Yeah, I'd fight them all at once. Come at me, you fuckers.
You
Wow.
fuckers.
Okay.
Peter,
Yeah.
take us to that Capetia.
I'm not.
What?
I refuse. I'm not the man inside of Coco the gorilla
who
I'm not a
died.
performing man inside the suit of a monkey.
That's fair, but I had taken my weird Capetia pill earlier today,
Oh.
so I am going to go and need to take the antidote very quickly.
Shit.
Well, see, I don't like to do it every week.
Oh,
Don't want to
just a rare
over.
treat.
Almost every week.
Yeah, almost every. I don't want to over weird Capetia everyone.
No.
This week, all I wanted to do was ask you guys a simple little question.
Oh.
I'm doing the Michael Johnson format here.
Fuck.
Okay.
The lazy man's approach.
I'm slightly worried actually we've already done this. I've sat through this whole podcast thinking, I know what I'm going to ask for my thing.
Yeah, it's scary when you bring a question, isn't it? Because it's like, fuck, did we...
Have we done video game music soundtracks?
Oh, God.
No.
No.
Don't think so.
I want to know if you have a favorite, either a specific composer or just
Oh,
like the
God.
favorite soundtrack of a game if you don't know who the composer is.
Monty on the Run for the Commodore 64. The title theme for that game is fucking amazing.
Oh, really?
Dun 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 dun.
Have you
Yeah.
played it?
I have, yeah. I own it on cassette as well.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I went to a Nerg. It was playing
Nerg?
No, Northeast
Nerg.
Retro Gaming.
Okay.
It
Me
was
and
playing.
Michael went together.
Oh, that's
It was
nice.
playing on one of the Commodore 64s there. I was like, oh, I recognise this song. Oh, it's from a game. Oh, I went home, eBayed the game for like a tenner.
Oh.
You talk about yours while I quickly actually see how quickly I can do this. But it is a masterpiece because the Commodore 64 is so like just limited in what it's actually capable of doing. To get something sounding so good, I want to see on the Run C64. It's a fucking beauty of a track. Oh, that's me listening. It's jumped ahead because I listened to it the other day.
Oh. Oh, my God.
I don't think it takes long to kick in. By Rob Hubbard, not the guy who did Scientology.
Yes, slightly different guy.
I'll play like 5 seconds of like the actual
Isn't he
name.
the guy who directed Solo?
Very good.
Oh, Oh,
That's pretty goddamn cool.
that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I have a few. I mean,
too.
Journey's soundtrack is unbelievable. That's Austin Wintory.
I have no actual real answer for this. I just went for a song I like rather
just
than
said, well,
having
that's
appreciating
okay.
the art.
That's fair. Like, you did good, man. That's good. Flower as well from that game company
Oh,
as
Flower's
well.
pretty, yeah.
That was Vincent Diamante, I believe.
Yeah.
That was excellent. The soundtrack for Mass Effect 2 was incredible. I really love, I think more than any other GTA theme song, the theme song for GTA 4. Which is one of the lesser loved GTA games.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That one. I
Yeah.
think that's fucking great.
Yeah.
And then if we're going for, I mean, there's fucking loads. Like The Last of Us has an incredible soundtrack. But if I was going to go for one that's like a just a compilation of loads of different songs, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fucking awesome soundtrack.
Yeah, that defined many people's music taste, didn't
Absolutely.
It's wicked.
Yeah.
Peter.
Well, in terms of actual composers, I think Jeremy Soule, if that's how it's
Oh,
pronounced,
yes,
is
he's
probably
fantastic.
like one of the most talented video
Isn't he
game
meant to be
composers
a
ever.
really weird guy, Jeremy Soule?
Is he?
Isn't he like there's some? I swear there's some scandal pending going on with that
okay.
guy. But his music is amazing.
It is. He's done so many games that you know and love. He's done like all of the, or maybe not all, but certainly the Morrowind onwards Elder Scrolls games. I think he does Elder Scrolls Online as well. He's done Dungeon Siege. That was pretty good. He did
Nice.
the Harry Potter games,
Oh,
which all
cute.
have really good soundtracks. Guild Wars as well. That's like the only MMO I've ever played. I never touched
I
World of
bought that
Warcraft.
and I couldn't install it on my computer.
Oh no!
Yeah.
But that had a really nice soundtrack. It's very orchestral. And he also did Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which is like one of my favourite
Oh,
PS2 games of
cute.
all time.
Nice.
I also like, there's this double act called Andy Blythe and Martin, I don't know if it's pronounced Joustra or Joustra. It's
Right.
Joustra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joustra. And he did the Toy Story 2 game on PS1,
Oh wow!
as well as A Bug's Life on PS1.
Oh, you're a big fan. Yeah, okay.
And Haven Call of the King on PS2, and like they use these like very natural sounding instruments. They use a lot of like kind of woody sounds, and I don't know, it's all quite kind of I don't know. I'm trying to think of a word that's probably not offensive anymore. I think it's okay to say ethnic music, isn't it? Is that okay?
It's a bit grandma-y, but it's fine.
I think that is actually an actual technical term in the music industry, is to
Okay.
talk about ethnic, essentially non-Western instruments, you know, stuff
Yeah.
from like South America and like
Yeah.
Africa and stuff.
Yeah, I can picture it, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're pretty talented guys too.
Jeremy Soule, can't find any dirt on him.
Oh,
There's certainly a composer who I've heard is like, so it's a shame that he's a something or other, but it's none of these guys, so
right.
we're safe.
Metal Gear
That's
Solid
good to know.
1 has such a good
Oh, it
soundtrack.
does.
I just absolutely
yeah.
adore
I
everything
adore
about
that.
that soundtrack.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Metal Gear 3, fucking brilliant.
I think that's Metal Gear.
Make it up.
I don't know, 2 and 3 were good, but like just Metal Gear Solid 1 had like that weird kind of like where they couldn't quite have MP3s for soundtracks, so it's all kind of still synthy based and it's all
Oh,
reproduced
yeah,
in
but it's
game.
still kind
Another
of,
one. Just speaking exactly like that, because they did exactly the same thing for Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Nobuo Uematsu, I think his name is
Right.
Uematsu or something. He's done the soundtrack for a number of Final Fantasy games. 7 soundtrack is amazing. Just
Yeah.
like Metal Gear Solid 1, they couldn't use an actual score.
So about
But it still
manipulating
sounds like really
existing
punchy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's basically just like they manipulate the sounds in engine. It's just like the stuff they managed to do is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Pokemon games as well, the early ones.
Nice.
They had amazing soundtracks too. All that music.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say like he's up there with the video game composers, but Stuart Copeland did a great job on
He did.
Spyro 1, 2, and
Spyro,
3.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's pretty much all he's done for video games, but still, you know.
And what
Done a
band's he
good-
from again?
The Police. He was the drummer.
Police, yeah.
Oh, that's
The
right.
Police,
Yeah,
yeah.
fucking hell.
And
Roxanne.
he's done a track for the new game as well. He's done the menu track,
Nice.
apparently.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Bet he got paid loads for that.
Yeah, probably.
Absolute bomb. Well, incredible. Thank you, Peter. What a wonderful thing. We don't often talk about games in depth on here.
No, we
which a
don't.
lot of people don't seem to realise because every week we ask for questions. We do get a lot of questions, and I'm going to politely tell people maybe not to ask them about what would be our dream game that we could make with an unlimited budget, or like all that kind of stuff. It's not really. Bless you.
Thank you.
Michael's
I'm allergic to
allergic
the
it.
question.
Yeah.
Just shit questions.
It's not really a gaming podcast. We all like our video games, but it's not really a video game podcast. Equally, it's not really a wrestling podcast, so you can stop asking what we think about wrestling things as well.
Because I don't have any thoughts on it.
Me neither.
Yeah, I do, but this is not the time. Thank you, though. We love your questions. You're great. We just have time for one more of those wonderful questions. Oh, boy. This comes from Bjorn Q, at Bjorn Q. If you could swap bodies with anyone in the world for 24 hours, who would you choose? Michael may want to stay clear of those naughty murderers, as they might boppiss someone while in his body.
Oh,
shit.
you swap, of course.
Yeah.
Remember, body form has many uses. Body form for you.
Mark Zuckerberg, I just hit the fucking delete button on everything. Everything.
Wow. Oh my, imagine the chaos you would cause.
Like, just imagine ending Facebook.
So
Or maybe
you
I'd do like
you
a big data breach and just say, here's everything we've been doing.
So you would actually try to affect some kind of change with your body swap.
What were you saying you wouldn't? You would just...
No, I'd be really fucking selfish, like I have been with every question I've ever been asked, because I'm a human being.
Who would you be then?
I would want to swap bodies with someone who is incredibly affluent and just sit there and have the best fucking day.
Bathe in KFC.
Yeah, I mean, yes, inevitably that is where it would go.
Yeah.
Maybe at the end, if not the whole day. But I would just go be somewhere and be someone who could have anything they wanted.
Maybe that person, when they're in your body, they wouldn't necessarily know it was only going to last 24 hours. They might think, oh, this is me now. So they might start putting steps in place to suddenly earn loads of money.
As long as they write it all down.
And then you'd get back to your body. And then similarly, Michael, imagine if you swapped with Zuckerberg and you were just nuking like everything on the internet. He would be able to see the news stories coming through in your body. He'd just be Michael Johnson. He'd be like, what the fuck is this guy doing
They'd
to
be
my
stuck
body?
in Bristol. I'm Mark Zuckerberg. I'm Mark Zuckerberg. So Michael, you're right.
It's like that Freaky Friday video from Little Dicky where he swaps bodies with Chris Brown.
Yeah. Actually, and also I think I've thought another thing I'd do as Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Heroin.
Yeah.
Never going to get the chance to do that again,
That's
really.
true, I suppose.
Because, like, I was thinking, well, if I swap bodies with a heroin addict, there's a chance that when he swapped in my body, he'll get my body addicted to heroin.
Oh, yeah.
So I think Mark Zuckerberg, I don't think he's got a heroin habit that we know of.
Well, now we're going to give him one.
Right,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
all right for you to give Mark Zuckerberg
He's
a
not
heroin
even
habit,
human.
but not for someone to do it in your body. Is that
No,
what
that's
you're
not
saying?
allowed. I
Okay.
don't stand for that.
It's a shame that the sort of arbitrary rules of this pretend scenario are that it kind of works like a VPN in that whoever you swap with is just going in your body, because they would have enough time to work out where they are, where you live, who you are.
Oh my god,
all
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
And when you swap back, it's like, I know who did
you'd
this.
probably
Oh,
try and
shit,
you'd probably
yeah.
try and track them down. So you wouldn't want to do too much, because my immediate thought was then, but what if if they were going to start me on the road to financial success, I wouldn't start them on the road to financial ruin, but what I would do is probably make out a big check to me.
Send it to yourself.
Yeah.
And then this is the opportunity to make friends with a really powerful person who you've bonded over a very unique experience.
Oh, true.
And so if you didn't fuck them over, if you took the opportunity to swap with someone...
You gesture towards me there as if deleting
you
their
don't
entire
fuck
business
him
and
over,
doing heroin
Mark
isn't
Zuckerberg
fucking him over.
may be a robot, but that means he doesn't have emotions and he would come for you afterwards.
Yeah, like Terminator, fuck.
I would want to make friends with the powerful boys and girls.
Yeah. God. I don't know who I'd swap with.
No, it's
Maybe just Michael Johnson, just to see what it's like in his head.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh. See, if you transported bodies, would you be in my head or your own head?
Well, yeah, probably be in my own head. I don't know.
So you just have this farty body to take care
Yeah.
of, and that's it. You don't get any of the joys.
No, I wouldn't swap with Mikey. I would. I don't know. I mean, now that you've said, Ben, that you could just swap into the body of an incredibly affluent person, like, why would you not do that? Like, yeah, I think you're probably right.
You don't want to have a bad time, do
Or you could swap into the body of someone who, like, knows or is very close with someone who knows, like, secrets that you want to know. Like, I could maybe swap into the body of Kathleen Kennedy and find out what's going to happen in Star Wars 9 or something like that.
God.
Or, something like that. That's kind of exciting. Then I would have these secrets that I could take with me.
And boobs.
Or place and boobs.
Fuck.
And then I could, like, maybe place a bet. Like, I could go to, like, the bookies,
insider
Ladbrokes.
trading.
I could go to Ladbrokes and say, hey, I'll bet you that Star Wars Episode 9 ends with Chewbacca shooting himself in the head out of grief. And they'd be like, no, it's not going to happen.
Right, 1,000,000 to 1 then.
And then I'd win all the money.
You do it.
And without upsetting anyone. Kathleen Kennedy would think I'd just... Oh, no, she'd know, wouldn't she? Because she'd been in my body.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see, the thinking about it makes it much less,
It's tricky, isn't
fun.
it? It's a tricky one.
That's why we don't think about things.
Well, there we are. Thank you very much for your questions. Thank you very much for your things, gentlemen.
It's all right.
We've just got some admin to get through. If you want to buy our new merch, which hopefully is coming very soon, we're still waiting on the samples, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it should hopefully come soon.
It's as close to being live as it can be. We just need to make a video about it, and we're currently just waiting on the samples to come in.
Yeah.
So
At the time of recording.
It's a case of clicking a button on the shop to make it public right now.
Yeah.
So it's close. It's close.
It's really close. So if it is live, you'll have seen it. We're recording in advance. So in advance. Can I get paid in advance?
Sure.
Store.yogscast.com. Just search for Vidiots on there. You'll find us. We're in the drop down, etc., etc. Make sure you go to our YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all /Vidiots
Vidiots official.
Come on, fellas. We
Vidiots
do
official.
way more Twitch than we used to.
Yeah.
So make sure you come over to twitch.tv, also /Vidiots
Vidiots official.
A huge thank you to our patrons. We don't thank you enough. We mainly only thank you on here because we like to treat our Patreon as sort of a tip jar. We don't like to publicize it too much.
Yeah.
If you want to support us, you can throw us a couple of dollars that way. It's totally up to you. No content will ever be gated behind it, so you don't need to worry about that.
And that's at patreon.com /
Vidiots official.
Well done, boys.
At This Is Rules Boss for constant advice on rules.
Never ending
He's
advice.
ready and standing by.
Also, bombs, maybe. He might give you some bomb advice if you ask politely.
He did all right at that, didn't he? Yeah. He did okay. At Billy Ray Bottress for daily automated sad tweets from our Billy. bit.ly / Vidiots Discord if you want to join our group of fun and friendly and slightly strange people who like to chat all day, every damn day. And tellyourfriendsvidiots@gmail.com if you want to submit an ident to go at the start of one of our videos.
Do it.
Stop sending them over Facebook, please. Please stop. We love you.
Film
But
them.
please stop. And landscape.
Landscape be nice. And also make
Landscape
sure
and email.
before you send it, watch the clip. Make sure it's not cut out halfway through. Make sure that you can actually hear yourself. Just
your friends.
they genuinely do get quite a lot like that. It's like
We do.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Just watch it and make sure Would you think is this an acceptable quality?
Did you see the one at the start of what was the most recent worst games ever that went out? I'm trying to remember what the game was. The one with Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the one at the start of that? It was the most adorable
Was that the
child.
kid?
Yeah. She just goes, tell your friends Vidiots. Like that.
Nice.
She's very sweet.
And then we beat the shit out of Bin Laden.
Yeah, well, I thought it was fitting that I
Yeah.
put that one at the start of
Very appropriate.
America's 10 Most Wanted.
My birthday intro for the Postman Tat was fucking amazing. I've been wanting to use that one for ages. Of just like the slow clock wipe of Small Monkey John Deere. Just like
Just so people aren't concerned that Michael edited his own birthday video, I did that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We make Michael work on his birthday, on his own birthday stuff. All of that. Michael bought his own cake as well. Michael bought his own cake.
All
his own
the
present.
tat
His
actually was
own
from
present.
me.
Yeah, the tat wasn't sent by anyone. He just packaged it
It
up.
got to like 2 days before we shot that. I was like, this is a bit worrying. There's nothing here. So I just bought a load of shit.
It also wasn't even his birthday. We just pretended.
Yeah. His birthday was like 6 years ago. He's been dead the whole
my
time.
birthday was a month ago, but you guys forgot.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's embarrassing. Would have gotten you a non-vegan cake then, I imagine, as well. We really did.
We did actually do that.
We did fuck that right up.
That's a real
We
one.
didn't even think for a second that would have been an issue. I'm like, oh shit, he can't have eggs or butter or anything.
Or milk.
Damn it. Finally, what's coming out this week on the channel? We've got Post Some Tat. Oh. We got Prove It starting. We got another Prove It. Worst games ever. Sunday Fun Day and loads of streams. So make sure you, again, check our social medias for more information on that. Also, leave us a review on iTunes or your platform of choice.
Please.
It really helps things. We're on like the front page of the comedy section for podcasts on Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's random or what, but we're on there. It's lovely. Thank you very
look at
much
that.
for
We've made
supporting
it.
us
Handy.
and getting us there. Guys, do we have a question?
Yes. I want the audience to tell us their favourite video game soundtracks.
Oh.
Because I want to actually listen to some. So
There you go.
even better if you... Or maybe don't post a load of YouTube links in the comments. That would be kind of lame.
You could just say the song names or whatever.
Yeah, we
Tweet
can...
them at that Peter Austin.
No.
There we go.
Tweet
Non-stop.
him. DM Peter Austin.
And if he doesn't reply, just keep tweeting him
Say
until he
you're a
does.
Come
prick.
round my house, knock on the door, and say, hey,
Here's my favourite one. Let's listen to it together. I haven't showered.
give us the name of the track in the comments, and we can find it on the YouTubes. Name of the track and name of the game, of course.
Name of the game.
Yeah,
That's the
name
name
of
of the game. Brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll be back in a couple of weeks' time for more Podiots. Until then, Stay tuned to the Vidiots' various things for more of us.
Yeah, boy.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
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 Having taken down a munchy one, it's time to get some real shit done. Slowly working their way down to the hellhole blighty town. A duo clearing their path, quickly cutting away. Feel the pisserating wrath from a club if you choose to stay. Barbara's got her axe as well. If she could use it, that'd be swell. Sparkles learned to do a backflip. Maybe that'll help this trip. A duo clearing their path, quickly cutting away. Feel the pisserating wrath from a club if you choose to stay. Now there's someone new, a sack on her head. She looks like Barbara too. Her blade will kill you dead. A trio clearing their path, quickly cutting away. Feel the pisserating wrath from a club if you choose to stay.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-loo.